Hello, good day everyone. We are the Group 7 reporting the Stenberg's successful intelligence theory and WICS model. Did you know that Robert Jeffrey Stenberg is an American psychologist and psychometrician had suffered twist anxiety after doing poorly on exam? After that, he realized that the test was not an accurate measure of his actual knowledge and abilities. And according to him, successful intelligence is the ability to succeed in life, given one's own goals, within one's environmental context. It is maximizing one's own strengths, not only to adapt to one's environment but also to contribute significantly to the society. On the word ability to succeed in life, it's simple. Ang successful intelligence, ang intelligence jud nimo as a human is kanang mag-succeed ra ka sa imong kinabuhi. It's not all about kay bright ka, bulok siya, bright siya, bulok ka para mag-succeed sa imong life. Naman po'y ubang tao nga bright lagi siya pero di kay bo siya diskarte sa iya kaugalingon. It's all about the diskarte lang yun. Kay namjoy ubang tao nga dili sila utukan pero kamao sila mo diskarte sa ilang kaugalingon arong mabuhi sila. Like kanang mga tao nga way tarong panginabuhi sa ilang para makakaon sila.
Good day everyone, I'm Jessa Mae Namocot and I'm going to tackle about successful intelligence and the 4 skills of successful intelligence theory by Stenberg. So without further ado, let's start. So according to Stenberg, successful intelligence is the ability to succeed in life, given one's own goals within one's environmental context. It is maximizing one's own strengths, not only to adapt to one's environment, but also to contribute significantly to society. So when we say successful intelligence by Stenberg, we can say that it is all about someone's ability to succeed in every challenge in life, such as obtaining one's own goals and striving for the best and maximizing your strengths. So, you can fully understand successful intelligence theory after I discuss about its 4 skills. That is very crucial in our daily living, not just by being a student, but also as a member of the society as well. So, here are the 4 skills of successful intelligence theory. First is the memory skills. Recall facts and information. So, memory skills help us recall facts and pieces of information. It helps us retain the knowledge we acquire. So, for you to be able to understand memory skills, I will be going to give an example. So, for example, your teacher announced that there will be an exam next meeting. So, automatically, you study hard for the test and store that in your where do you store your knowledge? In your long-term memory, so that when the test is given, you can retain the knowledge that you acquire. So that is memory skills. So next is the analytical skills. Determine bit of a certain idea is good. So analytical skills help the person determine if a certain idea is good. So for example, in a test given by the teacher, there comes a particular part that you are confused of the answer. So what you did is that you evaluate, analyze, compare, and contrast the information in each choices for you to be able to come up with the correct answer. So, memory and analytical skills are very much necessary. Being able to recall information or have knowledge is needed to begin thinking creatively. One cannot apply knowledge which he cannot remember. So analysis is important before one can think of new and better ideas. So let's go on to the creative skills. Come up with a new idea to answer a need or solve a problem. So, creative skills allow a person to come up with a new idea, usually to answer a need or solve a problem. It makes one flexible and able to adjust to changes in one's situation. So, each of us has its unique creativity. We are creative in a way that we keep seeking solutions whenever there is problems. So that's us. We are creative. Yeah. So let's go on to the last one. The practical skills. Apply what one has learned. So, practical skills enable a person to apply what one has learned. It also allows one to carry through or implement a plan. So, as for now, the best example of practical skills is our chosen career. As for now, we really work hard to learn. We really are giving our best to learn because in the near future, we are going to be the new generations of teachers. And in this time, we are going to apply what we have learned in our journey of being a student. So, that is, practical knowledge makes us apply what we have learned. It gets us to actually do what needs to be done. So Dr. Stenberg's theory of successful intelligence contends that intelligent behavior arises from a balance between memory, analytical, creative, and practical abilities, and that these abilities function collectively to allow individuals to achieve success within particular sociocultural context.
Good day, everyone. I am Claire Avenido, and today I am going to tackle about WICS model, and the WICS model stands for by Stenberg. So let's start. In the WICS models, intelligence is viewed as a set of fluid abilities to learn from experience and to adapt to one's surrounding. Also, the WICS is a more recent model of how humans think and reason that can help us understand how students will learn most effectively. So, WICS model indicates that a synthesis of wisdom, intelligence, and creativity offers a powerful basis for explaining later success. Perceptions of leaders are filtered through stories. Also, WICS provides a way of understanding leadership as a set of cognitive decision processes embodying wisdom, intelligence, and creativity. Especially an effective leader requires active skills and disposition to come up with ideas, analytical or academic skills, and dispositions to determine whether they are good ideas, practical skills, and disposition to make the ideas work, and convince others of the value of the ideas, and wisdom-based skills and dispositions to assure that the ideas are in the service of the common good. So next topic is all about the WICS model stands for. So here are the individual elements of WICS model, which is wisdom, intelligence, creativity.
Hey everyone, I'm Jennie Antonieth Sibal, who assigned to report the another subtopic from Group 7, which is why WICS model was success for teachers and their learners. Students with strong higher order thinking skills are more likely to become successful lifelong learners. based on extensive collaborative research by leading authorities in the field to implement teaching and learning strategies that nurture intelligence, creativity, and wisdom. How do you apply the WICS model? The uses of the WICS model include admission, instruction, and assessment. One way that you can apply the WICS model is instruction. Is when you reflect and make choices on the tasks and activities that will give to teach and assess your students. Your choice can be based on the preferences and strength of your learners. There are the reason of why WICS model was success for teachers and their learners. First, celebrated the differences of learners through a supportive learning environment. Second, made students remember that they learn better. Third, build on the strengths of the learners. Lastly, strengthen the motivations of the learners. That would be all. Thank you.
Did you know that Robert Jeffrey Stenberg, an American psychologist and psychometrician, had suffered a test anxiety after doing poorly in exam? After that, he realized that the test was not an accurate measure of his intellectual knowledge and abilities. So in ana kakuyaw si Robert Jeffrey Stenberg that when he failed on that exam, boom, he realized na dili ito nga test para niya. So he realized nga there is something out there nga mo fit para sa iyang style, mo fit para sa iyang knowledge, mo fit para sa iyang skill for him to succeed. And according to Stenberg, successful intelligence is the ability to succeed in life given one's own goals within one's environmental context, and it is maximizing one's own strengths not only to adapt to one's environment but also to contribute significantly to society. So para niya, dili lang ni siya, para ni Stenberg, ang successful intelligence is a capacity or ability nga mo succeed ka sa imuhang life. Like, para niya, dili lang ni about like, makapasar ka sa usa ka certain test or you're doing good academically, but for him the real definition of intelligence or successful intelligence is that kanang skill or intelligence is pasaksid pod nimo throughout sa imong journey sa life, like nurture imong capacity for you to be able to succeed in life. And then it says here, it is maximizing one's own strengths not only to adapt one's environment but also to contribute to society. So nakay dili lang kay mo adapt ka for your para sa imong growth, but also dapat na pagkay impact sa society. So there are 4 skills of intelligence theory, which is the memory loss. It is about recalling facts and information. The second one is the analytical skills. It's about it determines if a certain idea is good. And the third one is the creative skills. In creative skills, it come up with a new idea to answer a need or a solve of problem. And the fourth one is the practical skills, which is to apply what one has learned. So WICS model. In the WICS model, intelligence is viewed as a set of fluid abilities to learn from experience and to adapt to one's surrounding. The WICS is a more recent model of how humans think and reason that can help understand how students will learn most effectively.